Dr. Amy Harris-Nguyen is here with her 5 keys to defeating diabetes. Welcome. Nice to have you here. Good morning.
Thank you. You know, according to the World Health Organization, 90% of all chronic degenerative diseases, including diabetes, are not treatable by conventional medical procedures. And 1/3 of kids in today's generation will be diagnosed with diabetes. You know, whether I'm speaking at Harvard or coaching our patients on optimal health and wellness, there's one thing I'm absolutely certain of, and that is you can reverse type 2 diabetes.
You can reverse it, and that's what we're going to talk about here this morning. So you say there are, what, 2 or 3 myths when it comes to diabetes that everybody was sort of, you know, kind of believe, and you say it's not true, and what are those?
Myth number 1 is that diabetes is genetic and you just have to learn to live with it. Well, the truth is lifestyle habits will always trump genetics. You know, diet, exercise are important, but getting the right information to reverse it is key. The second myth is that diabetes always gets worse. Well, according to the Centers for Disease Control, diabetes is preventable and reversible. And myth number 3, as long as you take your medications, diabetes is no big deal. Diabetes is always a big deal. It's a life-threatening health condition with myriad complications, including death.
Okay, so we are talking about possibly reversing diabetes in the next 5 keys, right?
That's
you say
right.
the 5 keys you need to defeat diabetes. We're going to go through this, and you expand on this. Number 1, control insulin surges. How?
So you can control insulin surges by controlling your blood glucose levels. Eating complex carbs found in plant-based foods are the best ways to do this, so you don't have to bombard your cells with insulin, which would actually make you more insulin resistant. You know, the second key is resensitizing insulin receptors. That means to safely transport glucose back into the cell. The third key is repairing and stabilizing your adrenal glands. These produce your stress hormone, cortisol, and you need to balance cortisol because cortisol plays a major role in regulating blood sugar and insulin.
And you also say identify and remove food sensitivities.
You have to, because food sensitivities create inflammation and destruction of the gut barrier, which cause your cortisol levels to spike, again, causing problems regulating blood sugar and insulin. And the 5th key to defeating diabetes is to correct leptin resistance. Leptin is a hormone that helps us control food cravings and metabolize fat. And so if blood sugar, insulin, and cortisol levels are off, that can lead to leptin resistance, which can lead to more sugar cravings and actually exacerbate your diabetes. So diabetes isn't just a blood sugar disease. If your cortisol, leptin, and food sensitivities aren't corrected, you'll have a hard time reversing this. So you need to work with the right doctors who know how to reverse it.
Well, that was a follow-up. You know, is this something that most doctors talk about?
No, actually, most doctors don't talk about this. You really need to find a doctor that's educated in functional or integrative medicine. Okay. You know, these are doctors that look to the root cause. And this is something that we do at Dr. Amy and Associates all the time, is work with people to understand and reverse the root cause of their illness.
Really eye-opening. Thank you so much.